Well, we're on the verge of a birthday party. Saturday, July the 4th, we will celebrate Independence Day, the 4th of July. But it's the 250th birthday of the United States of America. Guys, I got to tell you something. For me, that's pretty big. Um, Never dreamed I'd see, the 250th. But I'm sure glad I did. I am. Next week I can say I did. But it took a lot to get us here. Um, it was a lot of fighting. It was a lot of killing. The Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War One, World War Two, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, Iraq, Afghanistan, and just in the last couple of months over in Iran. Don't know where that's going to end up yet, but our country will get through it. We we fought and got through a lot of things that we weren't quite sure we were going to get through, but we did. We made it, and I can tell you now, we are such. The whole world looks at the United States. There are those that hate us. There are those that dislike us. There are those that would like to see us gone. But I don't think you will ever see anything like that. That's just me. I think it was Voltaire that once said a democracy couldn't last more than a couple hundred years, and here we are at 250. But our country started off, it was an experiment. And on July the 4th, I think it was, yeah, July the 4th, 1776, 50 some odd men signed their name to a document guaranteeing us freedom, um, free speech, the freedom to practice your religion, the freedom to um, start a business. It was simply freedom. And even today in this world, there are people out there, folks, that they don't have that kind of freedom. And I think it's important to realize that we do. And I know there are people that, they're not happy. They're not happy with there's always people that dislike the current administration at that time, whoever it may be. But that's the way it is. See, politics lasts 4 years. Family, friends, church family, co-workers, they last a lifetime. So I tell people all the time, don't get, don't get wound up in all of the I hate Trump or I hate whoever's in office, it's just it's a very short period of time and then it'll change. And it does this every 4 years. Um, Now, of course, there are presidents who are there for 4 years and then they run again and they win, so they're there for 8 years. However, it's still, I got to tell you, it's the best country the world has ever seen. And I would debate that point with anyone. And there are those that would love to change it. There are those that would like to do whatever they could, but it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Let our country be our country. Um, so what is it that really makes America our country? What makes it great? What makes it work? Opportunity, volunteerism, churches, families, small businesses, innovation, charity. It's whatever you want to do. You have that freedom to do it. And I just, the way I look at it is it's absolutely a miracle. It's a miracle that this country at 250 years is still going and going strong. I don't care what anybody says. It's going and it's going strong. Um, so what can we do? What can we do as a citizen of the United States? Well, we can encourage people. We can encourage them, to do volunteer work. We can encourage them to respect one another. We can encourage them to start a business, to learn our history, to teach our children, to honor veterans, um, to respect the founding fathers and the people that have been elected today. And most importantly, we could encourage everyone to vote. So, speaking just for a second on voting, as I see it, if you think about the millions of our men and our women who put on the uniform, who stepped forward and said, we're going to do this for our country. And didn't millions of them didn't make it back from all wars, from 1776 to today. Now, you have to ask yourself one question. What were they willing to put their life on the line for? Well, first and foremost, it was for us. It was for you. It was for me. They were willing to do that, to give us the right to vote, to give us the right to marry if we chose to get married, to marry who we fell in love with, to give us the right to choose the church that we want to go to worship our God. So if they put their life on the line and died to give us these rights, then the least you can do is respect them and go out and vote. It's the simplest thing you can do. Go vote. It won't always turn out the way you want it to turn out. I can promise you that. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your family, came to this country 250 years ago or 25 years ago or 25 days ago. We're here because it's a great nation and it's the word freedom. Folks, you can't beat that. It's just the word freedom that is so great. And I think, once we do that, and every town, every little city, every big city, New York, um, Rochelle, Georgia, wherever, they all have their history. When it got started, how it got started, why it got started, who started it. And all of that's important. I think about my town, Fernandina Beach, Florida, Amelia Island, the birthplace of the shrimping industry. Um, and today it's a great tourist resort. We have a beautiful beach. Um, there are many of us natives I was born and raised here, and I've never lived anywhere but here. And I'll be 80 years old my next birthday, and I'm still here. The only time I didn't live here was 3 years, from April of 1964 to April of 1967. And I was overseas with the U.S. Army. And I wouldn't trade that 3 years for anything in the world. But guys, if you want to get upset, then kind of find a place to do it where you won't upset other people. But love this country. Do everything you can for this country, because it's the greatest place I know on the face of the earth to live. And on Saturday, July 4th, that's our Independence Day. 250 years. Folks, that's saying something. And we're still here, and we're stronger than ever. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to, watch the fireworks, and I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to call all my Army buddies that are still alive, and I'm going to wish them a happy Independence Day. So, guys, I've got to get ready for the party, and that's what you should be doing too. So, until next time, God bless, and celebrate, but stay safe. Love you guys.